Hi, I'm Shay Potter, the author and narrator of this podcast. I would like to thank my parents, sister, nephew, and family. I also would like to thank the G Nation and friends who pushed me to open up and share my story. I wasn't feeling y'all in this challenge, but quickly realized through your leadership that this project was not about me. It was about the quiet and shunned who needed lifting up. To everyone who has taken the time to listen and will listen to this project, I truly thank you. I hope you receive a touch of the love transported through my words. Let's crack this shit open. During the creation of this podcast, as I wrote, threw away, and rewrote my thoughts, I was continually overwhelmed with waves of emotion. I realized that I was approaching this project like I always looked at uncomfortable things in my life. I instinctively began shifting all the blame to an external villain. Why did I still feel hurt? I certainly couldn't be the cause. Maybe it was my dad's fault through his emotional neglect. Or was society's fault for mocking me? Or was the pastor's fault for making me feel that my life was inadequate? Blaming others made it easier to excuse or dismiss the feelings of rejection, to say that others were the cause. I failed to see that it didn't matter where my alienation originated, only that my pain was compounded because I refused to let go. In holding on, I neglected me. That neglect manifested in self-hatred, self-harm, and self-deprecation, which all undermined my ability to reach my fullest potential. I allowed that pain to take away my voice, make me small, make me discount my own value. See, those manifestations weren't the originator's fault. Those manifestations were my own doing. Those acts of self-neglect were sabotaging my ability to lift myself into a plane of inner and outer peace. It hit me deeply. I was also an originator of my pain. Going back made me realize I had lost so much of myself by locking those feelings in a box. And cracking it open, I saw the feelings from a different perspective. Now that I'm older, it can close the wound at the source. That wound was feeling inadequate, that I was a mistake. And the only way to change it was not to look outward, but inward. That's when I also found my power, my voice, my confidence, my validation in who and what I am. It was always there. I just never looked. I started to ask myself the hard questions. Started to hold myself accountable and take some initiative to undo these debilitating behaviors. I knew what I needed to do. I had to crack this shit open and empty the box. I hope this podcast gives allies, family, and friends of LGBTQ plus children some insights into how trauma experiences, slight or large, shape our minds, our bodies, our relationships within the family, and our communities. To see how anxiety and negative self-talk sounds and manifests in debilitating action. I hope this perspective guides our allies to better empathize with their loved ones who are struggling by being different. And know that it can just start with a simple talk. It is my hope that LGBTQ plus kids and young adults who struggle with their gender identity, their sexual orientation, can find an outlet or connection in this podcast. That they hear that it gets so much better and that you are perfect the way you are. It is my hope that these kids and young adults don't have to wait until they are 42 years old to be realigned with their authentic selves before they enjoy full self-acceptance and confidence in their greatness. To anyone that has struggled with the regular challenges of growing up and has experienced confusion, depression, disappointment that stems from the way that you look and walk in this world, you will also find something in this story. Because the answer to what you are looking for is already within you. We all have the power to reframe our perspective and affirm our value from within.